Hey, good morning everybody. Here we are again, Frank Valkyria. Welcome to the channel as usual. What are you doing? What are you doing right now? Maybe I don't want to know. Maybe it's better that stays a secret, okay? Because certain people at certain moment of the day, they gotta do stuff. And it might happen that they're using also the phone while they're doing stuff. So we better not know, alright? Anyway. Yesterday, one of you friends, supporter of the page, I forgot your name, I apologize, leave a comment, I'll pin it, mentioned that I've never done Ogni Pietra from Dimash concert. Alright, then let's do that together, right now. Boom. Wow. Okay, first of all, Italian. Thumbs up. Grande Dimash che parla italiano. So this is probably written by Igor Krutoy, which is this very famous Russian composer and producer, which he has produced music for a lot of artists, including, if I remember correctly, Lara Fabian, right, which is also Canadian Italian. Correct me if I'm wrong. So he's a composer, good piano player, a good producer, and of course this is another of his creation that Dimash is interpreting. Awesome. All right, very pompous also, you know, very pompous, also kind of a little bit like that kind of pompous poetry. Eroi, here we go, we're gonna go into the forest, we're gonna cross the forest into the wild, and when the spears will be risen up, we will go against them and fight till dawn, because that's what heroes do. Something like that, I don't know. Pretty cool that he's singing like with this more kind of tenor stance, you know? Pretty amazing, like really. Usually you don't hear Dimash voice like in this very opera style of singing, like this, full on. Wow. You are stronger than your own troubles. That's actually a nice phrase. That's a really nice phrase. Nice phrase, I like that. Sei più forte dei tuoi guai. Nice. I remember that. I like it. It's motivational. Pretty cool. Pretty cool, Igor Krutoy. Super villain. You think I forgot? I always say this because he looks like a super villain. Wow, it's really like I don't think I've seen him doing like this. He has such a powerful resonance, you know, in this mixed voice that he does. The sound is going more towards the front, of course, and just to help him, of course, with those higher notes. And I had to say, like, wow, he takes it so clean, so powerful, and just switches in between with such a ease. Like, really impressed by those things, because, okay, even if it's physiological, of course, but still, you gotta learn how to do the transition so well. And he was belting just before, and then he goes into mixed voice, then he goes back to normal chest voice, so to speak. That was nuts. That's so nuts. The way he has this incredible falsetto that is so high, and such a powerful resonance also. He manages really to use all the cavities of the face and, you know, everywhere, just to create this powerful sound. Because of course you all know that, you know, when you start to have mixed voice and going towards the falsetto, it's just the way the vocal folds move and the hair, you know, like you tend to have less power in terms of volume. But he's so good that he's developed this technique. It sounds, I'm sure, in a good theater, you know, like really opera theater where you can sing without the microphone, would sound fantastic. It would be really nice to see a performance of Dimash in those type of theater, you know? Jesus, man. And now, as usual, the flock of seagulls that accompany him everywhere he goes in tour, they're just coming from the sea to him, rejoicing the call of their master, while the supervillain is still playing the piano. That's supervillain right there. I always make the joke because he looks like this dashing supervillain, you know, like a little bit like old-fashioned James Bond villain, you know. Look at him, like super dashing, and he plays the piano, and at the same time he shoots missiles. Very nice song, very lovely song. It's a little bit like pop opera, but with the touch of Dimash, of course, it becomes exceptional with this performance of, you know, many octaves, and just listen to him just do this female voice range as much as you want. Yeah, it's nuts. It's really like it's absolutely crazy that somebody can do this, and it never gets old, honestly. I mean, you get used, you kind of like, okay, you know you can do it, of course, but still, like every time you hear it with such poise, talent, technique, you know, as a singer, you're like, wow, this guy just performs like a machine, you know? He just nails every passage, everything, every breath. It's like he's really so well tuned in what he does, which that alone, it's so incredibly remarkable. But of course, this last part where he show off, like, probably that's the, apart the whistle tones, I think he can do also whistle tones, but I think this is probably the extent of his falsetto. It's probably the highest note that he can reach in falsetto, which is absolutely crazy. I actually would like to know what it is. It feels like almost it's like in soprano territory, you know? And then of course the whistle tone, which I think it's a little bit different technique. Of course, yeah, that I don't even know where he can get. But I don't know if he has like a couple, like one, you know, you do the sound, you do one note maybe with the whistle tone. I'm not sure. I don't know if he has several notes in that technique. Honestly, I really don't know. I haven't looked into it. Also because most likely it's not something I will never ever know how to do with my baritone voice. But anyway, if you know, let me know. It's always nice to learn from you. And also, you know what? We've done it. You see, I listen to you. And if you listen to me and you want to see some of my covers, go check my cover of Pearl Jam release I did a few days ago. Or just go on Spotify, Thin Man and Sparrow. It's my band, folk music. So it would be really nice to see you there and support our endeavor, me and Jean. And the links are below as usual. I'll see you later. Take good care of yourself.